What's more terrifying as an opposing offense than having to travel to the Big D so that way you can line up against Trevon Diggs following your lead receiver all around the field? And make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, Diggs has gotten better and stronger as the season has progressed, and you can only expect that he's going to gain more and more confidence in his body, and we're going to start to see him look closer and closer to the Trevon Diggs that we all know and love as the season progresses. But again, back to my question, what's more scary than that? Realizing that you also have the pick six king on the other side dealing with your other receiver. As a quarterback, where do you go? See this, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the basis as to why I say the entire NFL should be terrified of the Dallas Cowboys. Not only do we have an all-pro corner on one side, we have an all-pro record-breaking corner on the other side who's making his return, and according to people in the know, he looked damn good in his first practice since August, even almost securing an interception. Sounds like Daron Bland is truly back. Let's get right into it, but first, y'all be sure to check out the link in the description below. No, this is not paid promoted video. This is me promoting, however, that the Dak Attack merch shop just got some new drops in stock. In addition to be able to get your hands on this Signature 4 t-shirt, you can also now get a matching stainless steel water bottle with the same logo on it, or you can cop yourself a dad hat with that Signature 4 logo on it as well to match the t-shirt. Get you some! All right, you can see here, Patrick "No-C" Walker has reported Daron Bland nearly grabbed an interception in his first team practice since late August. Jordan Lewis said, ladies and gentlemen, we are in business, and the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to be every quarterback's worst nightmare in roughly about 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to get real treacherous in the NFL. Why am I saying that? Well, because the Cowboys already have a top-tier corner that has returned from injury this season, and he's starting to return to form here, because if you look at it, he has been balling, ladies and gentlemen. He's only allowing a 62 quarterback rating whenever opposing quarterbacks throw at Trevon Diggs this season so far. On 161 coverage snaps, 23 targets have gone Trevon Diggs' way. Only 15 of those targets have been actually caught, and only 131 yards has been allowed. To put that in perspective, if he continues the season on that exact same trajectory, that is going to net him the lowest amount of total yards allowed, essentially, in his entire career. That is extremely impressive considering he's not turning the ball over at the rate that we're used to Trevon Diggs turning the ball over. And actually, he's giving up the most separation that he has in his career this year, although I suspect a lot of that probably came from that Saints game. There was just a lot of separation all over the field. But even so, Trevon Diggs is slowly returning to form. And along with Trevon Diggs returning to form, we also got Daron Bland in our hip pocket, coming just in time for that Detroit Lions game against that explosive wide receiver room. And Daron Bland, he is going to be a major boost to this defense. Last season, he allowed a 62.7 quarterback rating when he was targeted and only allowed roughly about 2.4 yards of separation. So now we got both of our corners for the first time. Literally, for the first time, the Cowboys going to have both of their corners all grown up, all matured into their final evolutions. Essentially, Daron Bland, pick six king, Trevon Diggs on the other side. This is going to be the first time that we get to see, as Cowboys fans, these two guys take the field at the status that they're currently at. Remember, Trevon Diggs and Daron Bland started the season last year, but we also had Stephon Gilmore out there, and Gilly and Diggs were supposed to be our outside corner starting last season, with DB being our slot guy, and J-Lou was come off the bench. Now, we're looking at J-Lou, who's playing the cornerback position at an elite level right now, by the way, only allowing a 66.2 quarterback rating when being targeted on the season so far on 124 coverage snaps. Only 18 targets have come his way. He's only allowed 11 receptions for roughly about 57 yards. And that is not a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And on top of that, he's actually forced a negative catch rate percentage allowed, which that means that he's actually forcing more incompletions than what's actually projected projected on the play, right? So he's making plays on the ball. He's making it difficult on receivers. So now you got J. Lou in that slot. Diggs has been following the other team's best receiver. And now you got Daron Bland really being able to slide back to his natural position a little bit, even though he's more of a nickel. But he's able to slide back, not have to cover the best receiver on the other team. And now we're about to see this defense really kick it up a notch, especially given the fact that guys like Chauncey Golston, Tyrus Wheat, some of these other guys, they're stepping up in the absence of Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, and they're making a serious case as to why they need to be on the field more. And y'all, I'm telling you, mark my words, bookmark this video, whatever you got to do, mark my words. This defense is going to be terrorizing the NFL in the next 4 to 5 weeks after guys start coming back and the guys that are gone sees how the defense is improving and how Zimmer's scheme is meant to work. They're going to come back and again be superstars in their roles and not try to make superstar plays on the field, because I will continue to preach that is the biggest thing that we need from our defense right now. Even when Micah gets back, we don't need Micah out there big play hunting. Be a superstar in your role and allow that to propel you into the national media's attention. We don't need guys out there making superstar plays. Just look at Chauncey Golston. He did an excellent job of setting the edge against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was all over the place. He was playing strong. He was playing physical. And Chauncey Golston, he was a welcomed boon to this defense. And having guys like him and Tyrus Wheat, oh yeah, this defense about to start cooking. Now, I know as Cowboys fans, it's been a treacherous start to the season, and we've been kind of nervous. We don't even know how to feel about what's going on right now, but I can tell you this for sure. This defense is getting better. Watching the film, the gap integrity was amazing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those guys were not getting pushed off the ball. The Cowboys are playing with a different type of physicality. Then you got dudes like J. Lou and DeMarvion Overshown out there setting a true tone for the physicality and the attitude of what this defense needs to be. And you damn right, that is a recipe for disaster for the rest of the NFL, because the Cowboys are doing all of this while battered, beaten, and injured, bro. And we're getting all of it out the way at the beginning of the season. Imagine when they finally get healthy. And this team has just been getting better week after week after week. And the depth guys have been getting more and more confidence. And the team as a whole are getting more and more confidence in what the coaches are asking them to do. Imagine how scary this team is going to be then, when Dak Prescott and that offense are getting favorable field position, when Dak Prescott and that offense are the benefactors of the defense turning the ball over, when Dak Prescott and that offense don't have to play with the pressure of expecting the defense to give up a score every single time the opposing offense takes the field. Imagine how scary this team is going to be. Daron Bland is back. Trevon Diggs is here. Jordan Lewis is playing probably some of the best ball of his career. Kalen Carson is coming back. So now our DB room is probably deeper than it's ever been. And you can add Amani Arourier at the end of that as well, even though there were some things on film that I saw that I didn't kind of like out of him. But for the most part, he's been playing damn good as a practice squad guy. Our cornerback room somehow managed to get deeper amidst all the injuries that we had. Our defensive line is somehow going to end up getting deeper amidst all the injuries we have, because we're starting to find out that the guys that they actually have in the building right now, they actually really can do what Mike Zimmer needs them to do. And as long as they follow Zim's lead, man, and they play with that physicality, they set that tone, they don't get bullied, they play with discipline, they don't shoot themselves in the foot, oh, this is going to be a very, very interesting team to watch all season long. I just want to come on this show and let y'all know, Cowboys, they putting the rest of y'all on notice. Y'all had a chance to laugh at us earlier in the season, but watch what I tell you. We're going to get the last laugh. How about them Cowboys?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey!